Buddy. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Happy Wednesday. Wu-Tang Wednesday. I don't know. It's a little old school there. Hope you guys are doing well, though. Ready for a good trading day. Doing a little pre-market prep this morning. So, guys, that 15-minute demand zone I had marked out yesterday. We didn't get the entry. Remember, yesterday gave us an entry right near the opening gap fill price, but it wicked right near my demand zone. Well, later that day, it swept it, and it did, in fact, give a pretty nice long position. It didn't give a long position to new high of day, but it did give a nice strong move higher. And guys, look at the orb, by the way. If we're looking at the orb of yesterday, look how range bound it was. This is the orb high. I'm sorry, this is the orb high at 58.29. This is the orb low at 58.15. We tried to break it first, and we kept wicking, right? So that shows that sellers are failing or buyers are stepping in to bring us higher. That's exactly what we got. We got to push higher, new high a day right here. But again, price got very choppy, very rangy. We failed and re-entered this range again. So very poor price action, and using some type of orb like this could sort of help us see, like, while the market's moving, that we're keep trying to we broke to the downside, we failed and we reversed. Okay, well, we broke up to the upside. Okay, well, now I see that we're starting to fail again. And on this breakout right here, look at the volume. The volume was not good breakout volume, and that's what we need for a breakout. We did not get that, hence us end up failing and pushing back lower. Again, it remained within the orb, so we knew that most strategies, most setups were very low probability. Even this fair value gap right here, we wicked out of it. So anybody trying to enter their position at the fair value gap, stop loss at the high of it, would have been wicked right out. And then guess what? Market would have went right in their direction. They would have been pretty upset with themselves that day. So wait for some type of break. That's what sort of shows us if we are trending or not. Um, and that's a pretty good strategy, just using that orb. All right, let's get out of the replay mode and let's see where we're at right now. Let's delete the orb from yesterday. No longer need that. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Try to fix the mic situation. What's going on? Good morning, Charlie. Morning. Good morning. Yeah, guys, we're gonna be looking for ES for this 15-minute demand zone again down here. Now, guys, check out how volume has been consolidating and pushing higher. We have it mapped out from should be, yeah, there it is. This is Sunday's open, so this is this week's volume profile right here on this right-hand side. And we see that most of the volume has accumulated up here. So unless we are able to break this strong volume shelf, which would probably mean we'd have to break below 5,800, we're going to sort of hold bullish. But that doesn't mean we can't break that 5,800. That just means sort of that's where that market structure, that's where the hold would be. And we could also watch that we don't break it and then reverse, right? We have to look for either a strong break below, and then we could look for a full-on reverse. So like a nice like bear market like we've been seeing recently. Or volume remains strong at these levels and we remain to sort of push higher with volume continuously, it might look okay. If we look at the daily time frame, we can look at the volume, but check this out, guys. Look at that daily volume on the breakout. We were just going over the volume on the breakout on the 5-minute, on the 15-minute, and how it was weak. Now look at the volume here on the daily time frame on this breakout right here. The volume's been dropping. So sort of losing faith in this breakout here, especially because we are in this bit of a strong supply area. Thinking maybe we do break above it and then reverse. We'll have to see how we want to trade. So let's mark out a previous day high, mark out our gap and our opening price. And we're going to see where we go and if we break previous day high or previous day low. I'm thinking if we break previous day low, volume starts to pick up, then we might look for a bit of a bear trend or at least a move back into that 57.60 area. Now, obviously, this is the daily time frame, and I like to break it down a lot smaller than that. So let's check that 4-hour. It's something I do want to change real quick. Where is... There it is. Oh, it is already super light. Want it even lighter. There we go. Because you know what is the blue's cool, it's helpful, but, oh, I wonder no, you can't. I was gonna say, I wonder if I could make it visible only on, certain time frames, but I'm gonna guess not. No, you can't. Okay, that's fine. So let's see. So something I would like to see if we do end up reversing what I say, 57.71 area. It's that blue level right down here. So yeah, guys, if we get a strong, that's sort of how I would be bearish today. Is if market opens and we just start selling like a hotcake, dropping like a hotcake. What's the saying? I don't know, man. It's been a long few days. So let's see if we want to come into demand. We're gonna mark this out right here as some internal sell side liquidity. Now the reason this is internal sell side liquidity, we'll call it I. Oh, let's see. ISSL is because it's sort of a lower time frame liquidity level, right? Now, if we go to the hourly, we see that we're sort of holding, we're continuing. If we go to the 4 hour, we're trying to make higher highs, we're trying to make higher lows. So if we were to sweep a level like this, that doesn't mean we're having a market structure shift, and a lot of people might be trying to take that breakout. Um, but that area, that price level is not previous day low. That's previous New York session low. So what we could possibly look for is if we want to hit that price level and then reverse for at least a scalp. We'll see. We'll see because right now we are creating. Let's delete some of these zones. Let's see where our gap fill price is. Make sure we have that marked out right. 345 candle right there. Perfect. So we have our gap fill is at 58.26. So it's only about a couple points away. We're probably going to get that gap fill when market opens. And 58.31. I do believe we had news at 8:30 today, which was the durable goods. Clearly, I mean, what a move. All right, let's see. Not really seeing any new zones, no new supply zones, which does still keep me a bit more bullish. Because what I'd like to see, okay, we have a little bit of a supply zone here on the 30-minute time frame. I'm going to keep this one blue, just because we're already in a larger daily supply zone. So if we have the red on red, might be thrown off a little bit, just so it stands out for us. Top of the range is going to be the blue zone. S30 minute. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Happy Wednesday. Don't forget, guys, join me for what is it? Futures Fever today at 11:30 a.m. Eastern for a chance to win a free Apex evaluation account. Let's see. Let's see where that volume average is lining up. So here's where that volume average level that we're looking at lines up with the gap price, and also look at the bottom of it lines up with the bottom of demand. So again, if we could sort of buy the lows of the volume at what is it? Volume average? Is that what it's called? Developing the volume average. If we could get near the lows of the volume average for some long positions, that would be more in our favor because that's where, again, this big range is, right? Markets range 80% of the time. So we want to look to trade those ranges. So I'm going to be looking for some ES longs near this 58.10. See if we got anything on Bookmap. I don't see anything at the moment, but I do see a green CVD, which is good, but it might turn red by the time we move down there. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ now. I got to edit the VWAP tool. Let's do less than the 15. That way it'll only show up on the 5-minute time frame for me. Start with the daily. Take a look at the NASDAQ on the daily. Again, same situation, guys. We got the breakout right here on lower volume than the previous day. Volume really hasn't been picking up lately to the buy side. We have been breaking previous day highs and closing higher, though. So Gotta weigh everything. Open price today's up here, and we already took out previous day high on Nasdaq, so we could check the odds or the stats. Oh, this is cool. Oh, sweet. Nice little edgeful update right there. No, that's all right. Um, let's see. What are we checking? Previous day's range on NQ. And we want to look not at the New York session, we want to look at the daily session because we're looking at futures. We took out previous day's high during like maybe the London session or Asian session, something like that. So look at the streaks. Previous day high broken. We've been breaking it and closing green. 17th, 19th, 20th, 20, 24th, 25th. It's something in my throat. Excuse me. So sorry. So that's the daily time frame. Let's check some lower time frames, see what's cracking. See what's popping. Got a 3-hour demand zone right here on Nasdaq. So we're gonna mark that out. Because I'd like to see us return to that possibly for a long position if we want to pull back in the morning. Let's see. Previous day low, previous day high. When did we break that previous day high? All right. Let's see, 15-minute. Got it a little bit. So the reason I'm marking this one out here, guys, is because it's got a key level on it too. So that adds a little more strength to it. Right? So when I look for supply and demand, it's not just supply and demand. We look for fair value gaps, not just fair value gaps. We look for things to sort of give us that vote of confidence and tell us that, hey, there's a good chance this will or won't happen. And when you don't have that extra bit of confirmation, then the odds aren't more in your favor. And you could sort of know, okay, maybe I should hold off on this one or be a little more patient. Here we go. We have a 30-minute demand zone right here on NAS. So let's get rid of this blue zone's no longer necessary. This is a demand zone on NASDAQ. 30-minute demand zone. Let's get ES or get some bookmap up there again. And volume average is on NASDAQ. Ooh, way down here. Look at that range on NQ. Way down here. Let's see. Way down here. So again, again, it lines up in a demand zone. So supply, demand, these things are going to line up near highs and lows of these volume averages. So that sort of makes me think maybe this supply zone up here that's above our volume average might be a strong area to go short. That way we could take it short, targeting the volume average area. Or this, I'm sorry, not even. We could target demand at that point because now we're using our supply and demand along with our volume average. So for us to sell above our volume average, target demand, that's a pretty solid trade right there. Unless, of course, the volume picks up and we start to see the volume average move higher as well. So we're really going to have to be patient on that one, guys. Let me make sure everything's right here. Perfect, perfect. Save as LS again. All right. So that's what we're looking for on Nasdaq, but we do have to be a little careful. I might look for longs on Nasdaq in this demand zone if we don't get back to this supply zone first, because look at the volume average. Also, look, it's been moving higher with the market, right? So we could see if buyers want to step in, and if we do break this zone, I'll look for this to be a flip zone then, which means I'll look for us to break above it, close above it, and then retest, and I'll take that long, and then I'll target the pre-market highs right here. This is now buy-side liquidity because it's the only pivot, the only high over here. That's our open price. Let's find our gap fill, right? We should find our gap fill on NASDAQ. We're on the 30-minute time frame, so we're going to be looking at the 30-minute candle close, the 3:30 close. Check this out. Gap lines up right with that supply zone too. So I might be looking for shorts on NASDAQ. And that supply zone to target the demand zone. Now, if we do, like I said, it's two trades I'm looking at today, two setups I'm looking at, and both of them are off of that 20,490 level on NASDAQ. Let's check out crude oil and gold. Okay, crude, we'll get started on that daily time frame. Crude's been pushing higher lately, gotta recognize that. Open price is the same open price as yesterday, that's pretty funny. 69.16. Previous day high has been broken. Taking out the lower highs. Previous day lows down here. We see we've been getting rallies, basing, rally, basing, and volume is in fact starting to pick up here on oil. So something to sort of keep an eye on here. Does volume want to pick up on this breakout? Do we want to continue higher on oil? Has oil found its bottom? I'm going to make that video later. Has oil found its bottom? I think so. Unless he drops like 100% tariffs on everybody, then I think nothing will ever have a bottom and everything goes negative. I'm just kidding. But so this is oil daily time frame. Previous day high taken out already. We could check the stats on that. Again, looking at the daily session, previous day's range, take out previous day high, 68% chance of closing green, and the streaks just started picking up the past 2 days in a row. What's today? Today's the 26th? Yup, so the past 2 trading days. Wait, what? Oh, just says, wait, yeah. Green, previous day high broken, green, 325. Edge full. Edge full, edge full, edge full. Edge full, do. Right, guys, am I reading that wrong? Crude oil, daily range, green, and it says previous day high broken, closed green, 325. Pretty sure that's incorrect. Hey, CL previous day's range says we broke previous day high, closed green. What is that? 325. All right. Just because you know what it is, I gotta. Oh, it's like a week ago. I was like, what? Because you know what is like, I want to make sure that they know. Because if that is something that's wrong, then I use Edgeful. I want to make sure the stats are right. No point in reading it if it's not right. Let's see. So that was oil. Did we have any? We didn't really break down supply and demand wise. It's been a little crap lately. On oil, it's sort of just been making its way higher. We have been. Where was it? I saw a pretty good entry the other day. So let's look at oil first. At our volume average. See, we had a weird spike higher here, and then we sold off. That's an interesting reaction right there. So we're going to delete this demand zone. You know what? We'll keep it as an area of interest for now. And the reason for that is because see how we may have broken it yesterday, but we still reversed afterwards. And now pre-market, we're trying to hold it too. So this is a pretty strong AOI, area of interest. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Jay, Habibi, Garrett? What's going on? Vincent Random. What's going on, guys? Good morning. Good morning. 90-minute, 1 hour. I'm looking in this spot in particular on oil for a demand zone. So right here, some people would ask, okay, is this a demand zone? We have our basing candle. It's near a low. We have our rally candle. We have some continuation. I'm really not the biggest fan of this one. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. It's like it's here nor there in my opinion because if we really do check it out, look at we have some conflicts of interest, we'll call them. We have a 2 hour here where we had our basing near a low. We popped and the follow through was pretty crap until we followed through again. So that sort of makes me think I should be looking at it because now we're getting the same situation. We have our basing near a low off of another order block or demand zone. Was that? And it's looking like we respected it. So I would like to see if crude oil wants to come back to that 69 level and respect it again. I just got an alert somewhere. I don't know what noise that was. Give me half a second to figure that out. Nope, should be all right. All right, all right, all right. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll break it down some other time frames. See what else is cooking. And we also want to see crude oil on Bookmap, see if we have any price levels that are just sort of sitting there. Well, we have to the upside. We have targets to the upside today on crude oil. 69.90, 70 even, 70.15. And we have a supply zone, 69.92. Let me make sure that that supply zone is correct and it wasn't like shifted from like a contract shift. Nope, that's fine. That's no problem. We'll see. We're going to be a little bullish on crude today. Would like to see us return to the 69 level, but I don't know if we will. Look at the CVD did just spike right here. Went from like, I hate that it doesn't tell me, but we'll say that's probably around 250 to 500 real quick. But we have to see how we hold, how we respect these levels. Gonna be bull on oil. Let's check gold now. Remember, guys, I've been saying gold's a bit of a tougher read when it comes to if we want to be bullish or bearish. And the reason for that is because we were just recently at all-time highs where you're pulling back, but that doesn't mean that this pullback's a full-on reversal. And we have to remember that when it comes to, gold and market sentiment, when there's a lot of uncertainty in the market, there's a lot of more investing into gold. Let's see, 6 hour, 4 hour. Good morning, good morning. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Let's see. So 4 hour, I don't really see much. 3 hour. Now, we're not going to, if we have choppy price action, we're not going to find a supply or demand zone on like the 2 hour and stuff like and higher because it's choppy, it's range bound. We're going to find stuff on maybe the 1 hour, the 30-minute, 45-minute. I have the 90-minute on there because it's an hour and a half. Get rid of this zone right here. I'm looking at this area because, look, I had this marked out blue at some point, which means it was at a demand zone or order block of some sort. Probably 15-minute now. Yep, 15-minute demand zone. So we're going to mark that out as well. And then we're going to check our volume profile and see if we have any levels lining up in there. So 30-minute. And same situation, guys. Volume profile measures Sunday's open, so it's this week's volume profile. Okay, look at this. This is our range. This is the high of the range. This is the low of the volume average of the volume profile. So if we could get long in demand, this is the bottom of our range right now. I'm going to be watching that level and this level right here. So let's add some alerts on gold. We're going to be looking for longs. We have been taking out previous day high though. So definitely want to, nah, that's all right. We don't need to take it out. We have our volume average trying to move higher. We do see though we have been rejecting supply, so I also wouldn't be against if we don't pull back to this 15-minute zone. If we move into supply, I would maybe look for a short position. Yesterday, we took a really nice short position on gold out of supply, so we could see if that supply zone wants to hold up again for us. And that's what we're looking for today, guys. That's our pre-market prep. Beautiful. Crude, gold, NASDAQ, ES. Look at this NQ trying to make its way back to that supply zone again. If you guys got any questions or you ever want to go over any strategies or anything, y'all let me know. Let me get the link to the Futures Fever later so you guys could join. Nope, wrong one. Let's see if I get it right. No, I just opened the same one. I got like 6 Google logins. I might have too many.
You are testing the concept of Googleplex.
There we go. All right, link is going to be. There we go. Cool. Link is in the Discord, guys. Futures Sphere for a chance to win a free Apex eval account. It won't let me send that in what's it called? On YouTube. Oh well. All right, looking at oil, looking at gold. We're just going to be patient right now, guys. Market hasn't opened yet. Still only 9 o'clock. Let's see. What's it going to do? Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. If you guys got any questions, let me know. If you guys want to go over any charts, let me know. What are you guys trading today? What are you guys trading lately? What have you guys been having the most success with? Or what have you been feeling the most comfortable with?
Well, the markets have been so choppy with all the Trumponomics news going on right now.
Right.
And Trumponomics is not good, bad, positive, negative, just is until the market settles down. And so I've kind of, myself, I've been focusing more on wheel trading here and less time on futures. Not to say that I'm not doing some futures trading, but I'm not going as heavy in it because just keeps wicking in and out, wicking in and out. So, but you know, markets go through phases.
Yep.
That's just the way things are.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see. I want to see how did NASDAQ respond to the volume average yesterday in the morning. Look, we opened near it, then we did pop. So we'll see. We'll see. What are we looking at here? Crude on book map. Crude rejecting that previous day high. Look at how it's using it as a key level. I wonder if is YouTube going? I hope so. Yeah, YouTube's going. All right, good, good, good. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. Look at that. That was a weird drop and pop on the CVD on oil. Taking a look at NASDAQ at this demand zone right now. I had an alert on it. 15-minute supply. I'm sorry, supply zone, I should say. It's a supply zone up here. Market opens in 30 minutes, guys. We do have some time. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. Stock market. US stocks likely to open lower after 3-day advance. Market is looking more balanced and gone from above trend to on trend, says experts. Investors are reacting cautiously to President Donald Trump's mixed tariff signals, while stocks rallied on hints of potential duty reductions, which is the tariff reductions. Trump also announced impending tariffs on pharma and auto, along with secondary tariffs on Venezuelan oil and gas buyers. The volatility reflects the market's sensitivity to the administration's fluctuating trade stance. My apologies. So it does sound like, obviously it sounds like they still don't know where the market's going. Likely to open lower, but they feel like the market's more balanced now. What does a balanced market mean? It means we're range bound. Those are the same people that said the housing market was fine. Yeah, exactly. What indicator are you using for order blocks on TradingView? No indicator. I'm just using the rectangle tool. So that's if you come over to brushes, rectangle. I use like a red or a green one or a blue one depending on what the zone is. So I have the preset saved. So if it's a demand zone, I click demand, it'll make it green. If it's a supply zone, I'll hit supply, it'll make it red. And then I have like FVG's, a fair value gap, is blue. AOI is area of interest. And then I even have one that's just called box, and that one doesn't extend to the right side. So all of them do, and that's something you could change in settings too. If you go to settings and you go to style, you're going to turn extend right. You could turn extend right, and you could also do extend left on too. That way you could see how price reacted in the past to that level as well. This is my settings. I have it on this green. Opacity is 32. Hey, good morning, Pierre. Good morning, good morning. All right. So that's sort of what I got, how I have mine set up. No previous day high. Put that back. Alrighty. I'm definitely excited for today to see how the market reacts. Every day, excited. When I say excited, I don't mean like, oh my god, I can't wait to trade. But just that the market gives us another opportunity to learn, to trade, to make some money. And, one trade at a time, one day at a time. Markets definitely have been harder to trade, but again, that's sort of where other equities or indices or commodities come in play. Let's see. I want to see how oil traded yesterday. I want to see how oil, let's see. Because oil's opening price was right here too. I want to see how it reacted when the market opened. Did it dip first and then reverse? This is Tuesday, right? This is Tuesday, March 25th. Yeah. Yep. Look at that. It just sold off in the morning. Sold on off. This is oil. So let's see if we have any supply zones on oil. We know we're breaking previous day highs though, so definitely again a bit of a harder read. But breaking that previous day high, we are going to be looking for longs. I'm sorry, no, I was looking for gold, I think, for longs. Well, gold was the one that's in that range on the volume average. Very helpful, that volume average. Let's see. There we go. Gold pulling back. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on gold for 30.24. And we can take a look at Bookmap 30.24 on gold. 30.24 down here. There is some passive buyers down here. Look at that. So we have 12, 19. Then there's like 36. Oh, they're moving them around. Let's see. Now, if not this area, right, we're not going to just jump in right away. We're going to wait for some type of confirmation, see some buying, see something step in, and then we're going to look to enter. But if not this area, then maybe this demand zone. This demand zone held up overnight, so might be an okay place to trade. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll keep it up on here for now, because if we do want to create a higher low at this point, it will not break this low. So that's why my stop loss would be there. So we'll have to see on gold. This is gold for some long positions. Yeah. Oh, what's up, exhausted trader? Good morning. Good morning. Today's Wednesday, guys. Happy Wednesday. Damn, man. I thought that my that TikTok was going crazy yesterday with the 10K views. That's 16K now. I'm such a cool guy. You know what is what's cool about it is it's not because I did anything different. I've been consistently just posting like every day, and it'll pick up at some point. Let's see. Check this out. So look, last time we broke above our volume average and hit this supply zone, we rejected lower. Same thing here, 2 times now. So if we come up into it again, I'll look for short positions. If we come near the bottom of it, I see also when we're near the bottom of our volume average or near demand zone 2, they hold up. So again, range-bound price action calls for range-bound strategies. That's sort of where supply and demand is very ideal. All right, if Nasdaq does hit that supply zone again pre-market, I'm probably not going to take that trade, and the reason I won't take that trade is because it's still pre-market. Much rather wait. Excuse me. 9:08 right now. Much rather wait. Oh wow. Oh wow. There's this guy that posts those videos on Instagram and stuff, and he messages people on Facebook Marketplace, and I'll ask him to do ridiculous things to prove that it works, and he'll be like, "Oh wow, could you try that toothbrush for me, make sure it works or whatever." I haven't seen him in a while. Guess it fell off. All right, let's see, guys. Nasdaq waiting for this area of interest. If we want to break it pre-market, great. We'll look for a retest long. If we want to hold it, fantastic. I'll look for market to open and push us into that zone. Yo, good morning, V-Lady. What's going on? Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well. Marziti. Random. How you doing? You taking any trades, or is my rambling keeping you from trading?
I'm not in anything yet.
Good stuff. Yeah, this is poor price action right now. It's a crap shot. This is... Wow, we are above. Look at this was the orb from yesterday on Nasdaq, and now it lines up with the new demand zone too. So I'm actually going to keep an eye on that, on the top of that level at least. Hey, good morning, exhausted trader. Happy to be back. Internet was down. Oh man. Yeah, dude, they always want to be like, oh, it's your guys' fault. Meanwhile, they got something down or they got an issue. Tis. All right, guys, let's take a look real quick. Let's do some more time frame analysis just to make sure we're not missing anything. like anything on the hourly forming. Look at this hourly candle right here. Okay. So here's a basing candle, small red body, longer lower wick. It's not near a low, but if we have our basing and this candle starts to rally, what I'll look for again to confirm my trade thesis before was I wanted to see a strong break and close above this zone. So if we get a strong break and close above this zone, that will then also confirm that this hourly candle is starting to form a demand zone. Other than that, though, I don't really see any other time frame sort of holding the structure here, so we could be patient on it. Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here? Say intro, the producer's tag, I think they call it. All right, so we're just waiting right now. Right now, guys, markets are sort of in, what do we call it? Nowhere's land, no man's land, nowhere land, no trade zone, whatever you want to call it. We're waiting for us to move towards our entry. We're not trading it anticipating we move in a certain direction, because then we're 50-50. We're trading near bottoms of the ranges. We're trading near our key levels and zones. We're trading with what makes sense. Look at the volume pickup up here, by the way, on oil. That's really good. Anything on oil picking up here? Not really seeing anything. Yo, good morning, Mike. What's going on? Well, yeah, listen, I'm going to add an alert here around like 69.23 on oil. And the reason for that is because even though I don't have a demand zone there, look at this volume fall off. So what I would like to see is if we could sort of dip back into this stronger volume average area and then find some more longs. Gotta remember though, yesterday, look at when market opened yesterday on oil, we sold off like crazy. So we do have to remember that too. The day prior, market opened and it sort of pumped. Not the strongest of pumps, it was definitely a stronger sell-off, but it pumped from the bottom of the volume average. Right now, we're above the volume average, so this is no place to get long. And listen, it could continue. It absolutely could. But right now, with where we're at and the information the market's providing us, this is a no trade zone. On crude, on NASDAQ, on gold, we have our zones, we have our price levels we're looking for. 30-minute supply zone right here on ES that we're rejecting. Demand down here. So again, also maybe we get a short in supply here on ES. But there's a wide stop loss. We'll have to find a better entry on that and tighten her up. Let's see, GC, crude oil. We're just waiting on these right now, guys. Hi, should treacle. Yeah, see, people are commenting on YouTube. I don't know why I can't see comments on what's it called? On Restream. That's what it's called. All right, let's take a look. Just waiting right now, guys. If you're here on YouTube, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Market opens in about 15 minutes. I'll be out of your guys' hair shortly. We're waiting on the homie Creed, right? It's Wednesday's Creed's Day. Let's see, somebody wrote in the live chat. Oh, that was Marziti. That's funny. Marziti, I thought I missed a message, but the message was your message about not missing a message. That's great. Guys, if you're here on YouTube too, make sure you guys join our community at bullishbrs.com. We live trade every day with our community. Lots of education going on. trying to help you guys become the traders you guys want to be. That's why I'm always saying, if you guys got questions, or any questions, guys, even if it's like, how much sizing would you recommend on A, B, and C? What strategy would you start with on this? Anything. Guys, give me a half a second. I'm getting a call. Gotta make that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in action. Back at it like I'm not going to say it. Let's see. Would like to see gold near that 30.24, and we could take a look at gold on Bookmap here and see that we still have a green CVD, cumulative volume delta.
I love gold.
That doesn't sound like Creed.
Oh, no. I'm an imposter.
You always hop on with Creed?
Most of the time, today I'm going to be a little distracted, but I'll be on there.
All right.
Building things using AI to do some cool stuff.
Cool, man. What AI do you like to use?
I like Grok.
You like Grok? Oh, boy. Guys, I know what flag Jeremy has outside his house, and I'm just kidding.
Yeah, very good flag.
No, that's cool.
Fly there. Except for occasionally the rebel flag, but not the one you're thinking of.
I was worried where that was going, because that was the joke I was making.
The Star Wars rebel flag.
Right. Anyways, I thought you were going to do the Tesla logo flag. I was going to say, no way, that's too offensive.
Yeah. These days, oh my gosh. It's, I think that the way that pot is stirring itself is all 100% wrong.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of people doing a bunch of irrational stuff because they're basically being coaxed to.
Yep. Let me end, guys. YouTube, if you're here on YouTube and you guys want more live streams, make sure you join our community at bullishbrs.com. We are running, I think, a monthly sale right now. Lifetime is also still set to only 600. Probably going to increase that soon. Take care, YouTube. Hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. And don't forget, join me for Futures Fever today at 11:30 a.m. Eastern for a chance to win a free Apex account.